familiar with terms like dealer price, list price, invoice price? TrueCar shows you what other people pay for the car you want, so you can recognize a good price. When you're ready to buy a new or used car, visit TrueCar and enjoy a more confident car buying experience. Doug Gottlieb in for Colin. The Herd on Fox Sports Radio, Fox Sports 1, the iHeartRadio app. Look, last night in the NBA, two things happened yesterday in the NBA. We got the two-minute report. Two-minute report from the officials regarding the Christmas Day game in which the Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'll try and explain what the two-minute report is to me and how it's different, I think, to maybe basketball people in watching tape as it compares to the kind of common fan that maybe lacks the context that it's intended to provide. Let's just go to last night. This is last night in the NBA. Okay, last night in the NBA, the Suns are playing against the Memphis Grizzlies. And there's 0.6 seconds to go in the game. I want you to listen to the call, which is on Fox Sports. Eddie Johnson is the color analyst. He actually calls the play before it happens. Take a listen.
Bender looking back at Coach Jay Triano, trying to get a little final instruction.
And don't discount the lob to Tyson Chandler.
Exactly what they do. Over the top. Count it. They say score the basket.
And what a tremendous play, right? And I think I can't believe they left him underneath the bucket with Tyson by himself.
All right, now look, in fairness, Tyson Chandler pushes off. This is offensive pass interference in the National Football League. But when you go back and you actually watch the tape, there are a bunch of errors that are made, and some of them are coaching errors. The first thing is J.B. Bickerstaff chooses to put Marc Gasol on the basketball and Brendan Wright underneath the goal. Now, Brendan Wright is long and athletic, and maybe he thought that he could deflect an alley-oop for Tyson Chandler, or he could switch a screen that Tyson Chandler was setting, right? He's much more athletic, much more quick of foot. But Brendan Wright would have been better on the basketball than Marc Gasol is on the basketball. So that's the first thing, the positioning, the choosing of who guards who. That's a coaching decision. That's a coaching error. Additionally, Gasol is not really all that active. Does he have his hands up? Yeah, he has his hands up. Is he jumping up and down? Not really, because that's a hard pass. I mean, it's a really who makes that pass? It's Bender makes that pass, isn't it? Yeah, Dragan Bender makes the pass. That's the first thing, by the way, Dragan Bender has done of note since being drafted number 4 overall by the Phoenix Suns. No one I know can point out anything positive that Dragan Bender has done for the Phoenix Suns before that alley-oop to Tyson Chandler last night. Additionally, look at the rest of the Grizzlies players. You got one guy guarding somebody out at midcourt. They have 0.6 seconds to go. What is that, Kobe Simmons? I mean, he's guarding a dude 45 feet from the basket. What are you doing? They got 0.6 seconds to go. So there are multiple errors that happen. And the way in which you watch film as an athlete is you go through the who screwed up. And J.B. Bickerstaff screwed up. And Marc Gasol screwed up. And Brendan Wright screwed up. Like, listen, he may have pushed off, but you can't allow yourself to be pushed. And if you do get pushed, you got to fall down and flop as if somebody shot you with a cannon. Kobe Simmons can't guard air at midcourt. He's got to be somehow helping. He's got to be helping underneath the basket. So there's a series of errors there. And the way in which you're trained to watch film is you point out the mistakes. I bring that up because we got the 2-minute review from the league. And the league says, hey, missed 3 fouls on LeBron, for people who fouled LeBron, and 1 foul that was committed on Kevin Durant in the last 2 minutes. Our bad. And so, of course, the ardent LeBron defender's like, yo, look, 3 times. Well, actually, truth is that LeBron, the league says they missed 2 calls in 2 seconds on 1 LeBron James drive. Remember the reviewed play, Jeff Van Gundy said there was a foul. That league actually like, look, he fouled on the crossover, which would have been on the ground, would have been 2 shots, and he fouled him on the shot. So you can say that there's 3 fouls. The truth is it's really 2 different sequences in which LeBron James was said to have been fouled. The other is the baseline drive where LeBron himself said he bumped me, but I did lose the basketball. Well, look, what's not pointed out in the 2 minutes is there's film of LeBron LeBron got away with the travel. Actually, he didn't get away with the travel. Take a look at this video where he gets away with 2 travels on one play and lays the basketball in. So part of what's missing from the 2-minute story is that there's 46 other minutes where there are plenty of errors. Some have allowed the Cavs to score, or some have kept Kevin Durant from scoring. But some of it is like, look, it's okay to watch tape and say, guys screwed up. There is a certain human element to it. And I think sports people, even officials, coming out, people's like, this is bad. This is bad for the league to come out and reveal missed calls. No, it's not. The best thing an official can ever tell you as a player is, you know what? I missed that one. Because it means you're a human being. It means you are flawed. You are not free of error. It becomes relatable. Doesn't mean you fire a guy on the spot, because the truth is that it's like when you have kids, right? When you have kids, and Holly, I know you don't have any kids that you know of, right? You don't. But
I think I would know.
Having 3 children between me and my wife, occasionally individually, sometimes collectively, like sometimes you just have to make a split decision, and you can't call your mom or call your wife or call your doctor and figure out what you want to do. Like, you got to make decisions on the fly. And if you've called big sporting events on the fly, on the floor, on the football field, these things happen so quickly. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, there are officials that are just bad, that they miss things that you cannot miss. There are rules that you have to know. But these aren't egregious errors. These are just flaws. These are just mistakes that are made in the pace of a very, very fast sporting event with some of the best athletes in the world. Much like raising kids, you can't stop, call your mom and go, hey, Mom, was that a foul? Hey, Mom, my kid's breaking out in hives. Do I give it Benadryl? Do I not give him Benadryl? Hold on. I got to call the pediatrician. Like, you just don't have that much time. You got to make decisions, and there's no guide for those decisions. So I'm kind of giving the officials a pass, even though they blew these 3 or 4 calls that the league has pointed out they missed in the last 2 minutes. Here's Holly with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.